Hello, 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 hello. Welcome once again to a Prog Reborn. My name is Imkosler. Go ahead and switch on over. It's still saying this YouTube channel must be live. What are you talking about? My YouTube channel is live. All right. I'll worry about that at the end of the stream. Anyways, my name is Imkosler. We are making our way through this progression journey through Final Fantasy XIV. If you don't know what that means, you can go ahead and click on the video in the description below to give you my introductory explanation onto what we're doing here. If you enjoy my content, if you enjoy these live streams, don't forget to give me a like. And if you want to know when I'm coming online, so if you're watching one of the VODs, you want to know when I'm coming online. Right now it's kind of all over the place. So, easiest way to know is to just go ahead and subscribe. So you'll be up to date and get those notifications when I come online. So, what have we been up to? Yesterday was part one of our roundup to try and clean back out these class quests, get us to our job stones for these individual classes. We went through everything in Gridania, so we got our Bard, our Dragoon, and our White Mage. Today we're going to be going through, and I apologize for the train here. Today we're going to be going through the Marauder and Arcanist, and that's going to give us our Warrior. We haven't actually made it to Costa del Sol, but I think we should be able to still get there. Marauder turns into Warrior, Arcanist turns into Summoner, and then also unlocks Scholar, which was available at the beginning, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and we already started over here in the Arcanist Guild. Let's go ahead, let me double check, see if there's anything new on the gear set that I need to deal with. Oh, I wanted to check this. Can I change my portrait now that I'm a White Mage? No, it's still locked me here. Unable to retrieve glamour portrait data. Let's see, can I gear set list? I don't have glamour plates yet, so I think I have to wait till I get glamour plates before it'll fix for me. All right, anyways, let's go back to Arcanist. We summon that Carby. Let's get started. I'm trying to remember what all's happened with Arcanist. Arcanist is kind of dark. So this lady right here that I'm about to talk to is the acting guildmaster, not the actual guildmaster. And then there is an intermediate under her, a Mikote, who's been training me. We went to do Arcanists are part of sort of port inspection, I guess. And we went to do an inspection of a likely smuggling crew, but it turns out that the crew is a notorious slaver, and I don't know if it's the implication. No, I don't think it's the implication. I think they spell it out that the Mikote that was training me used to be a slave under this particular person, and I think there's They don't very subtly imply that the slavery might have been sexual in nature. And I think that's where we left off. We left off with the Mikote trying to get back her grimoire, which was tossed overboard. But it ended up the grimoire got, waterlogged with seawater and it's totally useless. And I think that's where we left off. One last thing, forgot to say it, but this is not a first-time playthrough. This is a replay through in a progression style. My main character is up to date with patch 6.5. So throughout my playthrough, I will be mentioning or bringing up things that happen on later in the game. So if you are sensitive to spoilers, this is your warning to back out now. Anyways, here we are. Acting Guildmaster Thubbergeim would have your assistance in tracking down a certain someone. Let me turn the music down on my end a little bit. If you come to ask about Kalia's condition, the Foreseer is unchanged. She walks about as if all the joy in life has been leached from her soul. I believe the only one who can help her now is the same person who broke Kalia out of her shell the first time, our absent Guildmaster. And though I am leery of the coincidence, the man himself has at long last been spotted. Should you seek out his last known location, it is unlikely he will still be there, and even should you catch him, he may not deign to speak with you. Nevertheless, this may be our only chance. Pray travel to Mimirune's trading post in Upper Lenosha and speak with anyone who might have seen the Guildmaster. Oh, and one more thing. Though he prefers us not to use it for some inexplicable reason. Our leader's name is Curitia. Yeah, Curitia. They go into this at some point later on about sort of Mikote naming convention. Tia, I believe, is not the leader, the patriarch of the group. It is the sort of shunned. I don't know if it's the shunned or if it's just anyone who is not the leader of a group. On the male side. Bleeder of the pack, Axemaster Wernzone wishes to set for you a trial that will hone your strength and skill to even greater heights. Our near disastrous encounter with the pack that follows Kujata has been preying on my mind. The overwhelming number of beasts was beyond aught I had imagined. Even the most dedicated marauder could not hope to carve through that snarling wall of flesh. And if we cannot dispatch the pack, then Kujata remains beyond our reach. Thus I have prepared for you a trial that shall unleash your deepest reserves of destructive strength. As before, Sulkwib awaits you at the Bismarck to guide you on your path. Do not squander this opportunity for growth, Im. The pride of the guild itself rides on the keen edge of your axe. Boom, boom, boom. What did we say it was? The Bismarck? You've word from my brother. The pride of the guild, eh? My brother has placed quite a burden on your shoulders, it seems. But from what I have witnessed, if any marauder has the skill and determination to put down Kujata, then it is you. And there is, of course, the matter of Sigurd's vengeance. If You don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? Or you don't want to disappoint the poor boy now, do you? And there, let's be about this trial, M. I shall meet you on the Salt Strand in Lower Lenosha, where your training is to take place. Well, naturally, I will be there. Without me, you're like to forget to tend your wounds and bleed to death. Alrighty. Here, we're heading down here. Boom, 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 boom. Well, this should be the place. I don't see. You can sense that encroaching aura of violence, M. Pray, unlimber that axe of yours. Huh. Is this supposed to be a trial? Seems to be the last of them. Compared to what we faced before, though, it wasn't terribly. So this is the indomitable M progression. And the 7 hells are you. Wait, is that? We've deemed you worthy of our challenge. Come, Marauder, let us test the edge of your steel. Wonder whose axe that is. Oh, brother. You playing at you oafs? This is more like it. On your guard, we're not done. It seems my underlings have provided you with poor sport. Very well, I shall take your measure with mine own blade. You know, I think to show me quarter M, for I shall surely show you none. Jeez, a lot of S's. Boom, 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 boom. Focus. This is no game. Prepare to be tested. Spent already. Battle has scarcely begun. Fight me well, Marauder, and let's see what you're truly made of. Kinda beat the shit out of you. I yield. Your strength has humbled us all. It might just be enough. We're done here, my colleagues. Drag away those who cannot stand. The display of prowess was truly impressive, M. Worthy indeed. What a ridiculous charade. Did he honestly think we couldn't see through those paltry disguises? Though I am confident my brother's act was not born of malice, rather he hoped by concealing his identity that the trial would seem more threatening, thus increasing its effectiveness. Not an entirely successful undertaking, but one must appreciate his intentions. It is time you return to the guild. Oh, and as a favor to me, pray indulge Warren Zone in his little deception. Subterfuge is not a marauder's forte. Arcanist. Emirun. Ooh. Got to do this. Haven't missed too much. Well, missed most of a quest, but that's fine. Nothing much you can do about that. Boom, 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 boom. Bom, bo, bo, bo. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, bom, bo, 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 bo. Witness. Morning, sir. I was one as sent word to your guild about spotting your leader. It's a right rare sight to see curated roaming about. He asked me the way to Thalios. Could be he was seeking to speak with the scholar who lived there. Bom, 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 bo, bo. Bom, 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 bom. Tangatonga. Hello there. Why, yes, I did receive a visit from a gentleman identifying himself as the Arcanist's Guildmaster. An odd fellow, but obviously possessed of a well-rounded education. As so it happens, he bid me pass on a message to anyone who came searching for him. Reunited, the 3 slips of parchment hold the problem to the solution. The Guildmaster mentioned that the slips of parchment are concealed among the bones of Thalios. Suppose you're expected to search for them? Parchment 1. A 2. Is there no easy way to get around? Or get back up? Guess I'll fall down and climb back up. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. We track down those 3 slips of parchment. Both sides are filled with letters and markings unlike any you have seen in Eorzea. Interesting. They actually exist. To be perfectly honest, I thought you had been sent on a wild dodo chase. Let's have a look at these, shall we? Oh well, pinned in ancient Allegan, no less. Fortunately for you, I have a passing familiarity with the script. Seek the box at 4 falls, dance a jig for your wooden audience, claim the secret from the opened heart. The most cryptic set of instructions, I must say. Do you intend to follow them? The guildmaster of yours certainly enjoys his games. The lid of the box is jammed shut. Do a dance before the old wooden box. The box rattles and thumps about as if something within seeks to be freed. It appears the lid has been loosened somewhat. Open the old wooden box. Where's the, there we are. You find a slip of parchment inside the box. If there are answers you would seek, then to the trading post now go. Before the owner, be not meek. With your 2 feet, provide a show. Funny Mikote dance, funny dance. You dance, funny dance too? Ah, now that was entertaining. Must have something to amuse me during these little jaunts back to civilization, you understand? Based on my evaluation of your abilities, however, I calculated that you would arrive at this point somewhat earlier. Balked at the dancing, didn't you? I never expected you to be shy. Fine with the tail out the back, but you won't let me, on my mane, put ears through the top on a hat. Another variable to add to your list of characteristics. I keep extensive mental notes of all the guild members, you see. As an Arcanist, it was a simple matter to engineer events so that I might meet you face to face. After all, strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. I do so enjoying seeing others dance in the palm of my hand, as it were. Here, you may have this. Think of it as payment for your performance. Though you might consider passing the tome to Kalia, that is the reason you sought me out, wasn't it not? Before you give Kalia the grimoire, however, I must insist that you dance for her. I will know if you don't. This banal interaction has simply exhausted me. This time I return to my studies. You, on the other hand, should travel forthwith to the anchor yard in Limsa. Be well, M. We shall meet again. 100% certain of it. That dude's a nerd. Where's the anchor yard? Up top. I think we're by the Fishers Guild. Bottom. Guess we are up top. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Mine is ordinarily a whirlwind of probabilities and feints and counterattacks. Now there's naught but silence. This is how it once used to be. Perhaps how it will always be from now on. We always went for dancing. I don't recall any such You've met with our guildmaster, haven't you? That would explain your odd behavior. He does so enjoy seeing people perform unexpected acts of frivolity. But what could have spurred our reticent guildmaster to speak with you in person? The leather binding of this recently crafted tome is uncracked. The pages still crisp. He gave you this grimoire to give to me. Uncanny. It's identical to the tome I received the first time I ever met our leader. Yeah, my thanks, M. The guildmaster fond of games and mischief, and I understand the troublesome trials he likely put you through before deeming you worthy of his attention. With this gift, however, his message to me is abundantly clear. I'm to shape reality into the one I desire. That means defeating Dosmaga. Gods, my mind is alive again with strategies. I must have time to think. Pray inform Mistress Thubbergheim of my return to duty. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm in Limsa, but this is literally free. So, Aetherite, Aethernet, here quicker. Clea has recovered from her despondency. This is wonderful news, and we have you to thank for it. It is unfortunate, however, that both Kalia and our guildmaster are possessed of such impenetrable personalities. But at least in the case of the Foreseer, we have an inkling as to the nature of the cage that imprisons her. I continue to hope that her partnership with you shall gradually pry those bars apart. Return to your training, M, and prepare yourself for the demanding tactics Kalia is sure to formulate in the days ahead. Sure. Acting Guildmaster Thubbergheim has instructions for you from Foreseer Kalia. I've been expecting you, M. As ever, Kalia's predictions prove accurate, almost down to the moment. Her mind is especially sharp with such a dangerous confrontation in the offing. The Yellowjackets have contacted us with word of Dosmaga. It appears his merchant vessel is presently anchored off the coast of Bloodshore. As the pirate's business there is concluded, rumor has it that he intends to embark on an extended voyage to the east. It'll be some time before he returns once more to Limsa. If we pass up this opportunity, Kalia will lose her chance to settle the score with Dosmaga, and we risk the Foreseer stumbling once more into the blackest melancholy. Simply getting close enough to Dosmaga will prove difficult. Kalia has, however, already formulated a solution and has set her grand strategy into motion. Your first task in this undertaking is to travel to Costa del Sol and deliver this set of instructions to a fisherman by the name of Rylzern. More instructions will be forthcoming. And to the Marauders Guild. Boom, 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 boom. I've heard of your skirmish on the Salt Strand. You did well to topple opponents of such formidable skill. But let us not dwell on the nature of those masked men. What is important is your triumph in the face of overwhelming odds. Your fellow marauders are honored to have you swing your axe in the guild's name. They stand behind you, one and all, as you prepare to overcome your greatest trial yet. The time has come for you to bring Kujata's bloody rampage to an end. When next he rears his horrible horned head, you shall be ready to bury your blade in his skull. That's the with helmet, and I don't like those. Take the legs. Oh, but I can't wear feet if I take those legs. Fine. Axemaster Wernzone appears to have some urgent news for you. Your confrontation with the beast is at hand. Kujata has made his presence known. Reports place the creature to the northeast of Red Rooster Stead, in the vicinity of the Grey Fleet. There is little more for me to say but this. Harness all the strength you have built through your labors of sweat and blood, and unleash it full fury upon Kujata and his menagerie of scavengers. Sigurd yet lies abed, trusting in your strength and praying for your victory. I ask that you go to the lad before the battle and tell him you venture forth to fell the object of his vengeance. Such news should cheer his ailing heart. The time has come in progression. May your axe strike deep and true. I think Red Rooster is one of those things that is far away from everything, so I think probably the best option be to take the Chocobo. Boy, it's Madman Bridge. Wah, 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 wah. I think that's the same that we heard earlier. Sorry for making trouble. No, I deserve what I got. It's my own fault for not believing in you. You came back anyway. Now you're gonna take that axe to Kajada's head, ain't you? I know you can beat the bastard. You got to. Oh, I gotta talk to these folks. Might be as I'm sticking me nose in where it ain't washed, but I couldn't abide the thought of ye facing that monster solo. Kajada's got his friends, so it's only fair if you've got a couple too. And what are friends if not to lighten your load? I already did some of the groundwork for ye. Seems like a farmer and his Wayne have fallen victim to the fiend's pack. If we follow the trail of destruction, it might lead us to the big bugger himself. I heard Kajada has reared his ugly head again and reckoned you'd not be too far behind. I hope you won't object to me lending what aid I can. We've been through much, you and I would see this tale to its end. Bronbar, well, he felt much the same. So here we are, a pack of two to offset the ravenous beasts that follow in Kujada's wake. You find a pot that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. Found a barrel that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. I guess that's why they call them Wainwrights, because it's a Wayne. I don't know exactly what piece is the Wayne on a caravan. Find a crate that appears to have been dragged from the farmer's wain. This thingy right here? Okay. You're above the map. There he is. Boom, boom, boom. This is it, M. It's in the beast, the abyss. Focus on Kujata, leave the hyenas to me. In your guard, he's up to something. M. It appears our timing was fortuitous. The Axemaster carried me here so I could see. Did it. You really did it. Ma, Da, do you see? Him killed the bastard. He's finally dead. Thank ye. Thank all of ye. Him, you reckon I could learn to swing an axe like that? When I was bigger, I mean. I want to protect folk too. Keep them safe from, you know, monsters and things. Train hard, the knot is beyond your reach, young man. That's what I'll do. I'll train every single day. We'll see. You'll see. I'll be the strongest hero there ever was. I'm cool now. I don't know how to do that actual accent, so I'm not gonna try. Hold on, Im. I knew from the first moment we met that you would rise to meet any challenge. I saw it with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it. You brought down the mountain. It is done, Im. You have answered the boy's prayers and upheld the pride of the guild. Hold your head high, marauder. I shall be waiting your triumphant return to Limsa. This was really quick, especially compared to the others that we did in Gridania. We need to go back to Limsa. Go to Costa del Sol. I think the easiest way to get to Costa del Sol is via the ship here. Boom. Bum bum ba da ba dum bum ba dum bo ba da ba dum ba da ba dum bo. What does you want, lad? See, I have my hands full with me fishing. Regardless of orders drafted by Milvan's Gate Assessor Kalia. Ah, thanks for that. I'm told you expect ye. Here to take one of me earrings and deliver it to the cook, Ulf Apollona. Dark Knight over there. I remember what Dark Knights would be doing in Costa del Sol. Yes, and how I might help you? Master Gigaruju is expecting his supper any moment. Herring is so fresh, it still flaps its fins in one final desperate attempt to propel itself from your pack, through the air and back into the sweet salt water it once called home. Fresh herring, why the master does enjoy a bite of broiled fish of an evening. This might even earn me a few extra coins for this week's wages. Well, you have earned yourself one of my homemade eeled pies. I should tell you, though, your Arcanist colleague was quite insistent that you take the pie to Master Gigaruju, rather than scoff it down yourself. Gigaruju shows up multiple times in class, job, and the MSQ, if I remember correctly. Do you require assistance? No, not really. What brings you to my, and I use this term facetiously, humble abode, dear sir? The heavenly aroma. Are you perchance carrying an eel pie about your person? Now, commendable that you should research the delicacies that tickle my fancy before daring to intrude upon my most ponderous of ponderings. Speaking of ponderous, well, I was speaking of it at least. I have a hefty purse of gil to persuade you to relinquish your claim on that pastry. Culinarian Opilona would have you believe her homemade eel pie is far more delicious than Mother Mion's realm-famous handmade eel pie. One moment, if you will. I've been instructed by a Milvan's Gate assessor to hand over this message to whoever delivers an eel pie to Master Gegeruju. Take the purse you received from Master Gegeruju and hand it to the dancer, Eldgith, as she prepares to return home. Leah. Yes, if you're looking for a dancer, then I would first see your coin. 3 children to feed and no time to waste on idle chat. Purse filled bursting with gil. Oh my, that is quite a purse. My precious darlings will eat like kings this week. And such a simple job as well. I was told to expect you, you see. In return for the coin, I'm to give you these. The leather satchel is from your Mikote friend, and the pareo is from me. The last item you deliver to Drogo, the warehouse foreman. He dies. Dies. I ain't got time for the likes of you. If I don't get me work squared away soon, the master will have me out on a pike. You got something for me, you say? A colorful cotton undergarment worn for countless summers by the dancer. Excuse me? Hey, now ain't this Eldgith's pareo? The Mikote lass said someone bring me a gift when I couldn't refuse, and stick me with a pitchfork if she weren't telling the God's own truth. You're supposed to have this bottle of wine. Take it to the Flying Shark and pour a cup for the sailors what are drinking there. That's what she told me to tell ye, any road. I'd watch me back if I was you, though, son. Them sailors are the meanest bunch of cutthroats I ever did see. You want me to taste your wine? Well, now I ain't one to pass up free grog. Wine's so old, no one alive can remember when it was bottled. The cork appears to still be intact. Them layin's teats. Now that's a bloody fine drop. We ship this stuff to the east, we'll be selling bottles by the crate. You're coming with us back to the Morning Star. The captain will want to have a word with ye. There's a good lad. And as for ye, Miss Dancer, ye stay close to old Herskrat. It gets damn cold on them long sea voyages. Hehehe. Shh, we'll talk later. Boom, boom, boom. Ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Now him, make ready, and I'll need that satchel you received from Edelgith in a short while. When ready, then, be off as soon as the boat's loaded. Fine grog and a fine woman. Captain will be pleased with this haul. Pray do not stare so. This was the most expedient method to gain access to the ship. We'll take the satchel from you now. You may have it back after I take the items I need. What mischief are you two about? I was merely borrowing some clothes. You wouldn't wish me to catch a chill from the brisk ocean air, would you? You'll be dancing yourself warm once we get on the ship, lass. Rubble, 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 rubble. You better slip off that ratty robe before you meet the captain. Of course, of course. Quick change. We're happy to show him the performance that awaits. Bitch Admiral's lapdog. Come back for that lesson, have ye? It is I who shall be teaching this day. My lecture will focus on the manipulation of reality through applied strategy. Enough of this damn yapping. By the time I'm done with ye, you'll remember who your real master is. I'm supposed to stay in this, thingy. This geometry will turn the tide of battle. Did you run away? Fight, you worthless sea slugs. I had a keel haul, something, something, something. You're a trusty mate. Grab a little cur. Our numbers matter not. It is strategy that will win this battle. Prepare yourself, Dos Maga. With your defeat, I will cast off the shackles you closed on my soul. You think so, eh? Think your fancy magics are a match for me, Blade? Got another thing coming. Odds of victory, 99%. Maga now faces defeat. You will flee to the starboard rail. Obvious. Next comes his attempt to escape into the sea. You think you're pulling me strings, do you? Think I'll dance to your tune? Well, I ain't falling for your bloody tricks. At this moment, he notices the yellow jackets I had you summon in my explicit instructions to Rilzern. You're a fool to return, Dos Maga. I hear you're fond of shackles, so we brought a set especially for you. This concludes today's lecture. Thank you, M. The strategy would not have succeeded without your flawless execution. Which suggests that my tactics yet require more work. One must allow for some small deviation in performance. I believe, however, that I now understand where my calculations went awry. It is not enough to wish to shape reality, one must also have a complete understanding of the reality one wishes to obtain. It is time I sought out our guildmaster. Pray convey to Mistress Thubergeim my fondest wishes, and my appreciation for all that she has done for me. The true test of my strategies now begins. Alrighty. not Gridania. Limsa. Welcome back, M. There was much I would ask you, but first, may I have the satchel you received during your assignment? The satchel you received during your assignment. The veil of mystery surrounding this otherwise ordinary sack is so thick it could suffocate an Aurochs. The original owner needs her costume back, you see? I'll make sure everything is returned safe and sound. Now let us speak of Kalia. I'm glad to know that she has finally freed herself to pursue her heart's desire, and you are to thank for awakening the Foreseer to her self-imposed fetters. The brilliance of Kalia's strategies served to blind her to her own feelings, and it pained me to see her suffer so. Your example may even encourage Kalia to improve her combat abilities, although such will surely come in time. After all, she intends to study under the Guildmaster's direct instruction. Imagine those two obsessive arcanists and the complexity of the tactics they will develop. It may very well be that your actions in bringing them together will prove the catalyst that sparks a new era of invention in the art of Arcanima. Two should look to the improvement of your discipline if you are to keep pace with all that is certain to follow. To that end, I offer you a new technique, one I pray allows you to more readily drive back your foes on the battlefield. Ruin 2, that's fine. Acting Guildmaster Thubergeim has a new task which might interest you. Greetings, M. It is well you have come, for we have an intriguing matter to discuss. The request has come to our guild from the Sons of St. Cornac, an organization of some of the finest minds in Eorzea, and they have asked for you by name. It appears that the research the Sons are currently conducting would benefit from the assistance of an arcanist, specifically one who has had the tempering experience of defeating the primal Ifrit. Though I must admit to some curiosity as to how these scholars knew the extent of your heroic exploits, I suppose the source of their knowledge is of little relevance. If you would answer their request, then you will find your contact, a researcher by the name of Imitra, at Apkalu Falls in the nation of Gridania. Not forgotten. Oh, this is the scholar quest. Muri has knowledge of an intriguing opportunity. M, have you any interest in history? If so, I would share with you an opportunity to study the ways of the ancients. A curiously refined and well-read marauder visited the guild the other day in the hopes he might meet an arcanist of exceptional skill. He claims that the assistance of one such individual would be invaluable for the success of his archaeological research. I say claims because despite his eloquence, the thought of a marauder with academic ambitions still strikes me as odd. You are, of course, free to formulate your own opinions. His name is Alkazolka, and he can be found at the Marauders Guild should curiosity overwhelm you. Cool. That was truly a mighty feat, M. Never have I seen a marauder so dedicated to attaining the pinnacle of his discipline. In recognition of your achievements, I, Axemaster Wernzone, pass on to you our guild's final technique, the thrill of battle. The skill teaches you to embrace the fear and danger of combat, allowing you to push well beyond the normal limits of your stamina. Though the thought brings me both joy and sadness, there is not more I can teach you. May the memories of your time here at the guild sustain you as you strive for even greater heights of perfection. Experience now shall be your tutor. There will always be greater foes and deadlier challenges on which to test your blade. Of that I am certain. You enter a realm of our craft in which even I have never set foot. I only hope that when you reach the very boundaries of our art, you will return to share your triumphs with us. Until then, M, may your axe ever swing true. Wall, wall, wall. Thrill of battle. Axemaster Wernzone needs an adventurer he can trust. I am just the man I was hoping to see. It's plain as day that you've no equal in our guild, and I have a task I'd entrust to no ordinary marauder. To wit, I just received a message from an old comrade in arms of mine who now serves as a guardsman in Costa del Sol. It would seem the fighting's grown fierce in those parts, and he finds himself in dire need of reinforcements. Mind you, this man is no white-livered whelp. He can wield an axe with the best of them, as evidenced by Master Gigiruju's paying good coin for the services of he and his men. No, an enemy who could fluster that bunch is not to be trifled with. I've sent Solquib on ahead to tend to the wounded. Seek her out upon your arrival, and she'll apprise you of the situation at hand. Thank you for setting aside your preconceptions, Sam. I'm acutely aware how unusual it is for a marauder to conduct research, as it were. However, you shall soon understand that I am not at all like my more muscular brethren. Rather than rush blindly into the enemy's maw, I formulate and execute stratagems to great effect. My archaeological pursuits are but an extension of this practice, for at present I am researching the military tactics of ancient Nim. 'Twould not surprise me if you were unfamiliar with Nim. The civilization flourished some 15-odd centuries ago, during the 5th Astral Era. The Nemeans lived during an age of wonder, where the magical arts flourished, but magics can be wielded for weal and for woe, and this period of peace eventually gave way to the Great War of the Magi. The nations of that bygone era brought earth-shattering magics to bear against one another. Yet Nim, with only a handful of mages to support its army of mariners, repulsed would-be invaders time and time again. Precisely how a military force of this composition could defy its stronger neighbors is a mystery which has long puzzled military historians. By translating extant Nemean tablets, which I have recently purchased, I mean to solve the riddle at long last. As my knowledge of Arcanima is cursory at best, I require an experienced arcanist to assist me with my analysis of any text pertaining to magical arts. Will you be that arcanist, Tim? There is, however, a complication. The Nemean tablets and other assorted relics, for which I paid an exceedingly large amount of money, were stolen en route to Limsa. The information inscribed upon those tablets could be of untold significance. I will not allow thieves to sell it to some rich Uldan collector for a pittance. Pray accompany me to the Raincatcher Gully docks and help me reclaim my relics. I have strong reason to believe the perpetrators can be found there. ball. I've got 2 Costa del Sol and 1 in. Let's go first to Gridania. Apkalu. Ketos. Are you in progression, I assume? Well, Matt, and thank you for coming. My name, as you have obviously surmised, is Imitra. I am a member of the Sons of St. Koinak. Ours is a Charlayan order that seeks the lost knowledge of the Allegan Empire. And in that regard, I've recently made a singularly important discovery at our dig site in Mordona. We salvaged from the ruins a set of ancient texts describing the existence of a sect of Allegan mages known as summoners. These were arcane practitioners said to have the ability to siphon the essences of the primals and manifest this stolen energy as a biddable ally known as an Eggy. Should we succeed in resurrecting such arts, then we might well hold in our hands the power to bring this age of conflict to an end. There is, however, as there always must be, one monumental obstacle to realizing this reality. In order to manifest these obedient incarnations of the Beastman's savage deities, one must first defeat a primal and capture its etheric essence. Thus, only one who can boast such a daunting achievement under his belt may even begin on the path to becoming a summoner. You understand now why I called upon you? If you wish to contribute to my research, then come to me in the west of Birgot's Strike in the southern Fanland. We shall conduct a ritual of summoning the austerities of flame. First, my name is Imitra. I am affiliated with the Sons of St. Koinak, a research organization comprised of Charlayan scholars and Eorzean sages. I suppose you might say our focus is on ancient history. My colleagues and I seek to piece together the lost knowledge and technology of the long-buried Allegan Empire. Due to a number of fascinating finds in the ruins of Mordona it is the ruins of Mordona that presently command the bulk of our attention. I am here, however, to conduct some preliminary research. Tales my sister wove of the wild realm of Eorzea were what first encouraged me to visit, but beyond that initial curiosity, there is much in this land to interest an avid scholar. There's the first reference, the fact that Mitra is the sister of Ishtola. To Costa del Sol. Start out as Marauder. Have the sight for sore eyes. A nasty bale of turtles has been preying on this area of late, snapping and gnashing at everything in sight. Why, even the best men that Master Gigiruju could buy find themselves no match for the creatures. Word has it that the beasts have been sighted swimming in from the lightly guarded northern shore. I would send you there to investigate the cause behind these burgeoning numbers. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, a fell demon. Ugh, damn it all. And we must see to these beasts. Ba-da-bum. 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 Ba-bum. Ba-dum. Seven hells, there's no end to them. Prepare to fall back. I'll see to the shellbacks. You whelps just tried not to end up as turtle grub. An axe. Not seen its like in... Let's do what we can. Down, sprite. Curious Gorge. I forgot that's what his name is. Bum, bum, bum. That should send them scuttling back to their nests. You can call me Curious Gorge. One remark about the name, and I'll rip your ugly heads from your shoulders and suck the marrow out of your twitching spines. You are guards from Costa del Sol, I reckon? Not as such. We're the Marauders Guild, sent here by Axemaster Warnzone to assist in the defense. I am Sulkwib, and this is my comrade M. From the guild, you say? Well, blow me down and call me a bogey. Had you told me sooner, I'd have introduced myself with proper respect. Here I am, right? We've only just met, but I see in you a strength not found in ordinary men. Say you unleash the beast within and become a warrior with me. A warrior, you say? So it was you I saw brandishing battle techniques I had thought lost to the sands of time. Lost? Perhaps in these parts. Where I come from, the way of the warrior is alive and well. My tribe has been handing them down for thousands of years. Yet our numbers dwindle with every new summer, and this is why I left the mountain where I was raised to come here. What say you, Em? You would walk the path of the warrior with me, seek me out at Hidden Falls. The warriors of old. We've all heard the tales, but never once did I dream that I would meet one in the flesh. My memory is cloudy, but many years ago it was said there was a young marauder in the company of heroes who would unleash crushing blows theretofore unseen by his comrades. When the company disbanded, he vanished, never to be seen again. Might that be this curious George? I cannot vouch for the man's identity, but there can be no denying the display of strength we saw today, nor that he has taken a liking to you, Em. This could be an opportunity for the ages. Hidden Falls, was it? Were I in your boots, I would head off there without delay. I knew you'd come, Em. Let us begin. Any man can think of an axe and call himself a marauder, but to become a true warrior, he must prove he can tame the inner beast that guides the blade. I witnessed your battle with the turtles, and I must say I was impressed. You have proven yourself far more worthy of this than I could have imagined. In your hands lies the soul of the warrior, a crystal within which the deeds of 1,000 warriors from history are recorded. For countless generations, the soul has been passed on to those in my tribe who choose the path of the warrior, to guide them and aid them on their journey. When your inner beast awakens, the runes will resonate, further empowering your will and granting you such strength as you never thought possible. Today there is cause for celebration, my friend, for through you I have ensured that my tribe's legacy will endure. Yes, it is for this day, this moment, that I came down from the mountain. Yet, however earnestly I pursue my goal, I cannot deny the fear inside me that my mission will ultimately end in failure. For you see, while I style myself a warrior, the truth is that I left the mountains before my training was complete. And while I carry with me the chronicles of my ancestors, detailing the ancient arts of war, I lack the ability to fully decipher the texts. Yet there may still be hope, for there is another who fled my village, one who shared my dream of passing on the techniques of the tribe, and can read the tome, my brother. Without him, there is little more I can teach you at this time, but that will not discourage me from continuing my studies of the chronicles, nor shake my belief that further secrets will soon reveal themselves to me. Until then, I ask that you use the knowledge I've passed on to you and continue your training. You must strive to harden your will so that it may endure the strain of further burdens. Good luck, my friend. Warrior unlocked. Warrior is about to die. Cool. Got myself my warrior garb. Switch back over to Arcanist. Ready to catch a gully? You want to come along? That is where the ninjas are. That doesn't come till 2.4. As I suspected. They are not more than broken men who have seized the docks and taken to robbing every passing ship. Come, let's put an end to their banditry and take back what is ours. You see any others? No. Excellent. Now help me search for the tablets. Yes, yes, this is it. A treatise on Nemean military tactics, just as I had hoped. The best fairy, Eos. I want any Selene apologists in chat. Hello there. Mayhap the tablet can explain this. Scholars? Familiars? Fairies? The sunlight of Eos doth soothe and shield. The moonlight of Selene doth silence and strengthen. M. By the 12. Have you any idea what this means? We've rediscovered the long-lost magical arts of Nemean scholars. I think way back in the day, you had to like switch between Eos and Selene and do some stuff like that, but streamlined all that. Fairies, honest to God's fairies. Well, now I have seen everything. Anyway, I shall return to the guild and begin translating the tablet. I cannot wait to see what the other secrets it contains. Quite yet. Go and do this thing in the southern Thanland. Quite a long trip. El amigo. Remember correctly, you're supposed to go around here. Avoid all of this Zanrack high level stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Ald's reflection. Path leads to Minotaur Malm. If you're headed there, I'll show you the way. I ain't doing the fate. It's Hildebrand fate. Not there till 2.1, I don't think. Boom, 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 boom. He turned on light mode. Greetings to you once more, M. I had a feeling this unique opportunity would be nigh impossible for you to ignore. Let us proceed directly to the ritual, shall we? According to the records we recovered, the summoners of old would perform these rites in a land in which the naturally dominant element matched the aspect of the avatar they wished to call forth. Only in such a place might one sufficiently shift one's etheric balance in the desired direction. The element of fire is especially strong here in the Sigoli Desert. You can think of no land more fitting in which to summon an incarnation of the Lord of the Inferno. Before we begin, I must insist that you accept this gem. It may appear of little worth, but within its faceted depths dwell the memories of long-deceased summoners. Now you must focus. Visualize the ether flowing through you, a vibrant current of energy transforming into living fire. Hold this image in your mind, and the raging heart of your life force shall spawn an eggy, wreathed in flames. Be aware, however, that this nascent entity will appear before you unbound and hostile. It is your charge to overpower the avatar and establish yourself as its master. The path of the summoner is not, if not fraught with peril. Oh. Heat is almost intolerable, something, something, something. Pray defeat this entity swiftly, in. Ifritegi is summoning sprites to do his bidding. Have care, they do not surround you. and shatter the Eggy's crimson nails. They amplify the Eggy's power. Crimson nails are destroyed. Now it's time to press your attack. Most impressive, M. The Fireborn Eggy has submitted to your will. You have mastered the austerities of flame, and that is no small feat. Plato has returned to Apkalu Falls, that we might further discuss your achievement. Ooh. Britannia. This is truly a momentous occasion. You have rescued the lost art of summoning from the grasping mire of forgotten history. But you must know more of the avatar you have bound. In the ancient tongue of the Allegan Empire, it would have been known as Ifrit Eggy, where Eggy translate approximately to pure or the essence of. In short, you have tamed a willful manifestation of Ifrit's raging fires. As you might expect from an entity born of the Lord of the Inferno, this avatar, in its capacity for destruction, should serve you well in your battles to come. Such an ally at your command, it is not too soon to take upon yourself the title of Summoner. You have proven yourself more than worthy of the soul crystal you now possess. Yet, be that as it may, the road before you is long and arduous. If you would triumph in this age of conflict, you must needs master more than just the Eggy of Fire. I suggest you next fix your gaze upon claiming a servant of unyielding stone. This will, of course, necessitate you joining an expedition to defeat the primal known as Titan. This beloved divinity of the kobolds poses the greatest threat to Limsa, and it is there you shall find allies in your cause. The risks are great, but so too are the rewards. Topple the Lord of Crags, and we may progress to the next stage of our historic research. Fair fortune to you, Anne. Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Not just 35, I actually have to beat Titan. Okay. Some of the carbuncle. Then to Limsa to get my scholar. Oh, I need to be, I wonder if I have to be a Arcanist. Excellent timing, M. I have just finished transcribing a section which will doubtlessly be of interest to you. According to the tablet, the crystal from which the fairies spring forth is called the Soul of the Scholar, and it contains the wisdom of those long-dead Nemean mages. With it, you can call upon the fairy as you did before and bind her to your will. As I said before, I have little knowledge of Arcanima, so unless you have some objections, I would like to entrust the crystal to you. Oh, and you needn't recompense me. Simply knowing that the lost arts are being preserved is enough. I shall devote my energies to deciphering the remaining text. Should I discover anything new, I promise that you will be the first to know. Get Adlo, that's always good. Fairy is awoken by the soul of the scholar. Sure. Already have. There is Scholar. There's Scholar. Cool. With that, we're just about at 2 hours, so I think we're going to call it there. So it was a pretty straightforward stream today. We went right through exactly what we said we were. Completed our Marauder and our Arcanist level 30 quests and got the jobs that come forth from those. This is the one time in the game at the moment that a class turns into multiple jobs. So we had from Arcanist, we had both Summoner and Scholar, and then Marauder turned into Warrior. And I think everything is still below 35. Yep, Warrior with at our highest. But the next round, next stream, will be Thaumaturge, Pugilist, and Gladiator, all out of Ul'dah. Thank you, anybody who might have been watching, anybody who decided to lurk, anybody who decides to watch the VOD. If you like what I'm doing, please be sure to give this VOD a like. That gets my name out there into the YouTube algorithm so more people can see what I'm doing over here. And if you'd like to be informed of when I go live, I'm not really on a schedule at the moment, so I kind of go live whenever. And so the easiest and best way to find that out is to just subscribe to the channel and get those notifications so that you'll be able to know. With that, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time I see you.